Hey fish friends, today we're diving into one of the most popular freshwater groups for home aquariums, Tetras. They're colorful, active, and perfect for community tanks. We'll cover basic care and spotlight 5 favorites. Tetras are probably one of my favorite fish to keep in my fish tanks. They look nice when kept in groups and look the best if you school them in groups of at least 6 to 8 of the same species. If you have a big tank, more is even better. They're very peaceful community fish. Most tetras get along with other small, non-aggressive fish, so together they create a great community tank. They also add constant motion and a ton of color without needing huge tanks. And maybe best of all, they're beginner-friendly. They're hardy, adaptable, and not usually picky eaters. Let's talk about the basic care essentials. You want to keep them in a tank to fit however many fish you want to keep. A 15 to 20 gallon tank works for small schools, larger tanks for multiple schools or larger species. For water parameters, you want to keep the water temperature between 72 and 80 degrees Fahrenheit for most tetras. Keep the pH slightly acidic to neutral, around 6.0, 7.5, again depending on the species, and preferably soft to moderately hard water. That being said, stable water beats perfect numbers. Try and keep the water consistent and avoid sudden parameter swings. For filtration and water flow, you'll want to keep it at a gentle to moderate flow. And remember, clean water matters, so do about a weekly 25% water change. As far as food goes, feed them a high-quality micro pellets or flakes, plus frozen or live foods like daphnia, brine shrimp, or bloodworms for color and health. I'll put a link in the description below with the foods I like to feed my fish. Since tetras are calm community fish, you want to keep them with other peaceful fish. Corydoras, small rasboras, dwarf gouramis, peaceful dwarf cichlids are all good options. First up is the diamond tetra. It has a silvery body with a glittering diamond-like sheen. Males develop longer fins and extra sparkle as they mature. They get to be about 2 to 2.5 inches and are very peaceful, confident schoolers. You'll want to school them in groups of 6 or more in a moderately planted tanks with open swimming lanes. Keep the water temperature at around 74 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit and the pH 6.5 to 7.5, and they will be happy fish. Diamonds are one of my favorite tetras. Their shimmer stands out under good lighting and they're hardy. Awesome centerpiece tetra for mid-size community tanks. Next, we have neon tetras. Their iconic electric blue stripe and red tail half are tiny but eye-catching. I like to school them in as large a group as my tank will handle for that neon river effect. Neon get to be about 1 to 1.5 inches and are very peaceful. They prefer the water temperature to be between 72 to 78 degrees Fahrenheit and the pH between 6.0 and 7.2. Neons prefer softer water and lowish light. They can be sensitive to ammonia and nitrites, so make sure you add them to a well-established tank. I really like neons. They're big color and small bodies, budget-friendly, and mesmerizing when schooling. Also on the list are Serpae Tetras.
Check him out.
They have a deep red body with a dark shoulder spot, and they're fast and flashy.
Yeah,
they reach about 1.5 to 2
really
inches.
Dark,
they can be a little nippy if kept in small numbers, but if you can keep them in a group of 8 to 10, then it should reduce fin nipping.
Color.
Because of the fin nipping, avoid long-finned tank mates like fancy guppies or angelfish. Keep their water temperature between 74 and 80 degrees, and the pH 6.0 to 7.5. Next is the Rummy Nose Tetra. This fish has a bright red rummy nose with a black and white banded tail. I think it's one of the cooler fish you can get for a fish tank. Rummy nose will grow to be about 2 inches. Again, they're very peaceful. What's really awesome about them is that they're tight schooling, and they often all turn together like a single fish. Keep their water temp around 75 to 82 degrees Fahrenheit, and the pH between 6.0 and 7.0. They prefer soft and very clean water. Keep the nitrates low and oxygen high for best health and color, and pay attention to them. Their color fades if stressed or water quality declines. And my last fish on my tetra list is the Buenos Aires Tetra. These fish have a silver body with a black tail spot and subtle iridescence. They will grow to be 2.5 to 3 inches, making them larger than many tetras. Buenos Aires Tetras are active, hardy, and can be a little nippy if underschooled or cramped. Keep their water temp between 64 and 78 degrees and the pH between 6.5 and 7.8. They are tolerant of cooler water, which makes them great for unheated rooms. They are known to be plant nibblers, so choose tougher plants like Anubias or Java fern, or go with artificial. Ideally, they need at least a 30-gallon tank for a proper group, which consists of 7 to 10 fish. They are super tough and energetic and perfect for beginners with a bigger tank who want movement and resilience. As far as stocking and compatibility goes, I have a few tips for you. In my opinion, one large school looks better than multiple tiny ones. Pick your centerpiece tetra and commit to a bigger group. You'll want to match activity levels, so pair faster fish together. For example, put Serpae and Buenos Aires with similarly active fish. Also include midwater and bottom swimmers in the same tank. Putting Tetras with corridoras or small loaches make a balanced community. You'll also want to avoid putting fin nippers with long-finned species. If you'll do a little research on each fish before mixing, it can prevent a lot of problems. So, what should you feed your tetras, and how do you make their colors vibrant? Rotate foods with quality staple pellets and flakes and feed them frozen or live treats 2 to 3 times per week. Include carotenoid-rich foods like spirulina flakes and krill to make the reds and oranges stand out. Feed them small amounts, 1 to 2 times a day, and only what they'll eat in a few minutes. In case you have problems, I have a few quick troubleshooting ideas. If their colors are dull or they have clamped fins, test the ammonia and nitrites. If high, increase water changes. If they are fin nipping, increase school size, enrich the scape, or rehome incompatible tank mates. If your tetras are shy or seem to always be hiding, add more of their species, provide plant cover, and reduce harsh lighting. If you see your rummy nose are losing their red, do a water test because that's often a signal you need to do a water change. I have links to the test kit and other supplies I use in the description below. Whether you love the glitter of diamond tetras, the classic neon glow, the energy of Serpaes, the precision of rummy noses, or the rugged charm of Buenos Aires Tetras, there's a tetra for every tank style. If this helped, hit like and subscribe, and tell me what your favorite tetra is. Happy fish keeping!